we welcome our keynote speaker for your graduation from the Diversity Leadership Alliance, Mr. Jody McPhearson.
So I am an overcomer. That ain't what it looked like. So some of you saw me and you're like, who's this guy, the janitor? And you don't even understand. I've been a fighter my whole life. From the time I was a kid. I grew up in Chicago. Anybody from Chicago? Yeah. You from Chicago or the suburbs? Okay. No, I grew up in Chicago, so I grew up in the city. I grew up in the gutter of the city, in the shadow of the basketball stadium. I could always see it, but I couldn't afford to go, right? Gangs, drugs, violence. So I grew up a fighter. And I went to the Army and was a member of the United States Armed Forces boxing team. So the Army's boxing team trained individuals to go to the Olympics. So I was a member of this elite group. So I've always been a fighter. But here's the funny thing about that. I didn't learn fighting in the Army, right? I told you I grew up in Chicago. Let me show you the person who taught me how to fight. This sweet little old lady is who I learned to fight from. That's my mom. I remember when I was about 11. We grew up, cheese, line, and food stamps before the EBT card, and like poor. We grew up poor. And when I was 11, Mom got me a bike. Brand new bike. First time I ever had a brand new bike. Huffy. There was only two bikes, Swins and Huffy. I got a Huffy, black and yellow. And I rode that bike, and I rode that bike, and I rode that bike for all of about 7 minutes. And then I got jacked. These cats took the bike from me. I went home, told Mom, probably crying and snotting, and just broken up over this loss. And my mom, because she wasn't always saved, that's a church picture. She wasn't always saved, but she, in her Tiffany Haddish voice, was like, I got you, baby. I got you. And so she took me, we went around the block and found the 3 boys who took my bike. And in her nicest, Oprah, I'm here to help you voice, I'm gonna need you to give that bike back. And they gave the bike back, and that's the end of that story. No, she maybe had a little 38 with her, and they gave their bike back. So my mom was a fighter, and that's how I became a fighter. It's hereditary. So I want to spend a few minutes with you today talking about overcomer, and it ain't what it looks like. Is that all right? Yeah. Any of you guys can relate to being an overcomer? Okay, so I'm in the right crowd. I just want to know if I'm in the right room, because this is a big deal for you to go as you go forward. Last night, that's my beautiful wife, almost 14 years married. I planned date night last night. I planned myself. We were going to go see a movie called Overcomer. It's going to get good before it get bad. We were going to go see this movie called Overcomer about people overcoming adversity in their life, people that were inspiring. We were going to leave full of hope. And my bride made different plans. So we did not do date night. We hung out with these two, playing baseball. I wanted to have a date night and a movie, but this is my son. Caleb is in black, and he's 5, and Fisher is 8. So Fisher got opportunity to play with the big kids, 10-year-olds. right? This is a league where there's bunting, where there is stealing. You know, it's the big boy league. So he got an opportunity to play, and we went and we did that, and it was real cool because he got 2 steals and he played excellent second base. You know, just like a Cub, Chicago would play. And so that was cool. And then I got home, everybody's in the bed. I'm thinking I didn't get to see my movie Overcomer, right? And it was a premiere. You ever been to a premiere before it comes out? This movie doesn't come out till August. I'm not going to pay for a movie, so I won't see it till December. It's going to be a while. And I was thinking about Overcomer. I wouldn't get to see this movie. And then I thought, wait a minute, Jody. Tomorrow morning, you're going to go see Overcomers. Let it settle in. I didn't get to see the movie because somebody knew I was coming to see the real thing. Somebody knew I was coming to see you. This is Khadijah Williams. And I thought I could talk about Tyler Perry, who overcame homelessness, or Albert Einstein, who didn't talk till he was 4, all these people, but Khadijah, I thought would relate to you. All through middle school, high school, homeless. Always kept herself fresh so nobody knew. Got the best grades in school. She got to high school and realized she needed some more help to go to college. Teachers helped her. And you see where she wound up. What does it say?
Harvard University?
Harvard University. You see that voice? He was like very like Harvard University. So she wound up at Harvard, right? So she is an overcomer. And so here are some quick steps on how to become an overcomer. Because we're talking about transitioning. You are now completing a phase of your life. So you're going to transition to the next level. This is the point for you to get your pen and pad, grab your phone, record it, whatever you need to do, however it works for you. I'm good. Just make sure you get my good side. So next, right, is you making necessary decisions. You got to make some decisions. High school, what's next? College? Is it the workforce? What does it look like for you? What kind of job? What kind of career? Where do you live? You got to make necessary decisions, and you got to exercise critical thinking skills. It is the number one skill employers are lacking. Critical thinking skills, the ability to just make some simple choices. I went to Quick Trip the other day, and I went to get a caramel macchiato, and they were out. I went back a few days later, and they had it, but the machine was broken. So the young man at the counter said, oh, the machine's broke, we can't do it. The manager overheard and said, why don't we just move the nozzle from one to the next? Something as simple as that is critical thinking. It is the skill employers say is lacking from you. So if you master that, you're ahead of the game. Focus, not just little focus. Ethan, how many hours you play video games?
Let's say 4 hours a day.
And he's being low because he don't want y'all to judge him. So let's say, but to take 4 hours a day is extreme focus. That's the kind of focus you need to get to the next level where there's transformation. So let me just hit on critical thinking, what that is, right? A quick synopsis of it. Critical thinking is a race to come to the best decision quick. It is a race, and this looks like this. You are in a situation, you recognize what the situation is. I look and I go, what's the choice I'm getting ready to make? Am I getting ready to go drink? Am I getting ready to go to work? I recognize it. So that's R. A, analyze it. What happens if I go drink? What happens if I go to work? What are the consequences? What are the pros and cons? Then you have to choose. A or B, you got to go left or right. And lastly, you have to engage. You got to do it, because just thinking it in your mind doesn't mean anything if you don't do it. So if you remember the acronym RACE, recognize, analyze, choose, and engage. That's critical thinking. That's simple. the quickest way to the right answer. So I started a university called Labs University. It's not a live university, but it is a curriculum that's life after you graduate high school. All the things you should have learned. And the best way for me to talk about being an overcomer is with you. So I need a volunteer, somebody who keeps it 100. Kobe, come here, Kobe. So Kobe's going to stand here, represent Kobe. You have any problems?
No, I'm not.
Then you cannot help me. All right, tell me problems you could face transitioning to the next level. What kind of things might pop up?
You might encounter something you've seen before at the level you were at before.
All right, you don't know. All right. Say it, Kobe. You in it for the long haul. This is your first problem. You don't know. What other kind of problem?
Let's just say it might be a higher difficulty level.
I'm talking about real problem. Because I need you to keep it on. Like, what if you get a girl pregnant? Would that be a problem?
That's the problem right there.
So he's representing problem number 2. All right. What other kind of real life problem?
Let's see. Struggling to get a job.
Struggling to get a job. Come on now. What other problem?
You ain't got no money.
Ain't got no money. Come on now. No money, no job.
You get evicted from your apartment.
Evicted. Ooh, that's. Come on. You don't want that money. Come on, show off. Come on, you too, because they got another problem after that. All of these here is your problems. Well, what did I tell you when we first started? You are a overcomer. So these problems ain't a thing. So I'm gonna have you stand right about here and face your problems, because you gotta face your problems. Just face your problems, right? How do you feel? Do you feel intimidated, like it's gonna go down?
No, not really.
You can handle it? There's a lot of horsepower over there. One of the things about being an overcomer and you transitioning to the next level is understanding who's got your back. Now, you can't have my mama, but there are people who've got your back. So I'm just going to have them stand. Can the counselors stand up? Got your back. Schools, counselors, new pathways, new leaf, ACYR, YMCA. Where's Dominic? Can you stand up? Represent? No, keep standing, please. Represent DLA? Yeah. Marion, Mayo Clinic. Reed, helping out, facilitating, lead. Stand up, got your back. And guess what? Everybody who graduated with you is now part of your family. Stand up. Stand up. If you went to DLA, if you in this program, you know him, you connected to him, right? How you feel about it now, Bobby? Because you're an overcomer, and it ain't what it looked like. That's me. All right, give it up for Mr. Jody McPhearson.